NHL is a part of EA Sports family, incredibly popular with its long-standing audience but overwhelmingly niche compared to EA's monolithic sports title FIFA and Maiden. As a result, NHL games have a habit of feeling unbreakable a few easy shards away from greatness. The series sits on the back burner of the EA2, with NHL being the last of its marquee sports titles to adapt the Frostbite game engine, a platform which offers greater lighting and visual effects. Frostbite first came to last year's title in NHL 22. With this being a year later, there is an exploitation in NHL 23 will better harness the technological capabilities afforded by the more powerful game engine. So does it? Well, mostly yes, it does the most touted of NHL 23. Innovations are improvements to player animation. In fact, EA Vancouver reckons there is more than 500 new animation, including last chance puck movements, that is, desperation animation, stumbling, action, and loose puck plays. For both last-ditch passing and scoring goal, EA is said to be enhanced with more than 315 new save animation, to anything from snatching a puck mid-flight with finesse to frantically lying backwards in hopes of trapping a puck sliding out of sight between ice and the body. That is also upgrades to X-Factor abilities. Most headline-grabbing is Trevor Zegras of the Anaheim Ducks lacrosse-style skill. Upflip pass, over the net animation, and Sarah Narcis's relentless ability rendering he capable of threading accurate passes and shoots even when off balance. AE X-Factor players are said to be capable of better utilize their X-Factors during gameplay as well. According to EA Vancouver, these individual moments are designed to deliver a greater feeling of authenticity, a more rounded, realistic style of play. Things that these moments are so short-lived. If you blink, you will miss them, whilst for sure a lot of development work has gone into the sheer wealth of flash getter animations. They only represent an incremental change over last year's title, as their occurrences so infrequent. Most noticeable of the updates so, and where EA Vancouver has continued success is in NHL 23's redesigned crowd behavior and engagement, as anyone who has attended an ice hockey game will testify the atmosphere is often electric in HL23's update, change goal reactions, and rarely animated hat-trick celebrations. Very busy crowd righteously throw their hats into the ring, replaces the euphoric feeling of being at the game exceptionally well. The crowd following the on-ice action closer than ever represents a big improvement on past NHL games. Crowd engagement is tied to a pre-match and post-goal arena light show too, with Toronto's Scotiabank Arena, for instance, offering an icy cool blue neon light show before the puck drops on a Maple Leafs game night. Again, it must be said these moments are fleeting for any pre-match light show. Only last 5 seconds or so in NHL 23's presentation provokes a potential adrenaline rush, but as with the headline-grabbing X-Factor abilities and barrage of new skater animations, they don't have a direct effect on gameplay. They are cool for sure and currently imaginative, so it's a shame they are not massively noticeable. The pre-match light shows don't appear at every arena either, and that itself speaks to the root of the issue within HL23, and that is aside from changes to A and animation, there is not a whole lot else. A new show gameplay-wise, again in HL23 embraces subtle differences. Players feel slightly, however, compared to previous iteration, and puck physics feels a little tighter. That is not purely an effort towards authenticity and realism spares a slew of animation, but it affords players more control over proceedings. It's perhaps telling that there's also an onslaught of visual on-ice tutorials during play, when activated players are treated to anything from two-dated lines and indicating available paces, color-coded targets in nets, Entire portions of ice highlighted in red to indicate offside players. There are plenty of visual clues to help players fresh to the ice on ice tutorials, surely provide a defensive wise to rusty players. Two, they're immediately, individually, and rarely distracting couplet with on ice stats percentage of face-offs. On one number of hits, shoots, one goal passing accuracy, it feels like NHL 23 is flattering to the novice player is if all these visual pieces as distracting to seasoned players. They can be turned off, of course, but as stands, it is indicative that the most fun to be had with NHL 23 is for newcomers if a player already owns NHL 22, as the immersive qualities afforded in a wide variety of animations and on-ice stats worth asking price to answer that questions. We can look at NHL 23's various games modes, but alas, there are no new gameplay modes. To shake a stick and be a pro returns a self-carbon copy of 22's, be a pro mod with a NHL 22 being a direct descendant of the mod first. Introduced in NHL 21 and whilst it will always be fun to create your own avatar and rise to the first line of your favorite team. A refreshed script at the very least would have been nice. The apparently popular ones and 3's game mods repeated too, but the biggest change come to NHL 23's franchise. Thanks for watching, subscribe to my channel, and I wait you